prairie grass, white-tailed deer, pioneers in the Wabash River, the Matsel Cabin offers a step back in time to White County prairie life during the 1800s. Henry C. Matsel moved with his wife, Sarah, to White County around the year 1830. This cabin was occupied by his relatives, William H. Matsel and his family, around 1860. For many decades, this small home was lost in the growing brush along what would eventually become Route 1. But as contractors began to clear the land from the highways to be built, the cabin was once again discovered. The White County Historical Society was able to purchase the cabin from the state of Illinois in 1993 for $1, and by 1994, it was relocated to its current location near several other local historic sites. Said generous donations and memberships of the White County Historical Society, the cabin was restored. Today it provides us with a unique way to view life on the prairie of White County before it became what we know it as today. Inside, you can find the small home well furnished with what one would expect to find in a mid-19th century prairie cabin. Great efforts were made by the Historical Society to fill it with artifacts from right here in White County. Many of the items within the cabin are from local donors, and most of the items are well over 100 years old. The cabin consists of a fully furnished family room and kitchen, as well as an upstairs half loft that most likely served as another bedroom. From the 100-year-old straw rope bed to the utensils on the family dinner table, visitors can see what it was like to live in the mid-1800s. The Matsel Cabin is open several times per year, including Carmi's annual fall festival, Corn Day. White County students are given the opportunity to visit the cabin each year at Pioneer Days, where students get to experience life on the prairie of southern Illinois. Mrs. Trish Pringle, a retired Carmi-White County school teacher, has long been a part of this event, specifically giving tours of the Matsel Cabin.
Hey, hi, I'm Trish Pringle, and I am the MC here at the Matsel Cabin most of the time. It all started back in '09 when my good friend Connie Saunders had an emergency, and she was here at the Matsel Cabin at the time. And her daughter was sick out in the east, and so she went out there and she called me and asked if I could fill in for her. That was 14 years ago, and I'm still filling in. The Matsel Cabin to me is just like going back home. I was raised not with a wood burning stove, but with a coal furnace and all that. And when you go through this Matsel Cabin, and kids today need to know where they came from, what their grandparents went through, their parents even for some of them. And when you go in and you see these young faces and they're so ready to learn, it inspires you to do a better job. The memory quilts, where the older people used to make the quilts out of things that they had in their homes, and their curtains, their dresses, and things like this. These are all memories for us. And the kids will say, hey, my grandmother did that too, you know. So it's really important that we don't lose track of our past.
Watch for cabin openings on the White County Historical Society's Facebook page. You can also schedule private tours as guides are available.